Hello everyone, my name is Kate Marshall. The name of my channel is called Inked Paper Art, and today is day 56 of 365 days of junk journal ideas. I am going to show you guys how to make some over-the-page tucks today. Now you can make these a variety of ways. I'm just going to show you a quick way of making them. I'm using the blue letter digital from my Etsy shop. It is linked down in the description box below this video. All of my links, including the link to my Facebook group called Junk Journal Makers, the link to my Etsy store, the link to my Amazon favorite stuff or stuff I used in the video. All of that information is always linked down in the description box below the video. To find the description box, because YouTube and its infinite wisdom changes the location of how to access the description box depending on which device you're watching on. So if you're watching on an iPad, the description box is in a different place than watching on your phone or watching on your TV. If you want to find the description box, because a lot of people know where it is, but a lot of people don't know where it is, and they always ask me, and it's hard because I don't know what device you're watching it on, right? So the best thing to do is to search on Google how to find the YouTube description box when watching on and the name of your device. And that's the best way to find how to access the description box. Usually there's a little sentence, a half sentence, where it goes into, a description of what is in the video. And then it says see more or just more. And you click the more and that takes you to the description box. Anyway, we're going to make over the page tuck. because I wanted to get that out there because that is probably like one of the top 3 most asked questions is how do I get to the description box and where are your links? So anyway, this is, I've already started using this one, but this is one of the pages that you get in the digital in my Etsy store. And it has the fronts of the letters as well as the backs of the letters. For this project, I'm going to use the front and the back. You can see this is the back to this letter right here, and they are exact scans of the letters, so everything matches up. And so from there, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut out the front part of the letter. And so I'm using these old letters to go on the pages as over the page tucks. Now this one is a little bit larger sized letter, so we'll see how it works out. We have on a standard journal, and I say standard because the most popular size journals that are made and purchased are 9x6 journals, meaning you have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that is folded in half, and that makes up your journal page in most cases. So this one, this is a 9x6 journal page, which is really an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that I folded in half. That's the most common size of junk journal. And so this one will fit on there and it will look perfect. So we're going to continue to use this one. So after you cut out the front of your envelope and the back of your envelope, they're folded letters. So there's really no envelope, but for intents and purposes, this is the front, this is the back. We're going to glue both of these to a piece of cardstock. Now I'm using coffee dyed cardstock because you can take this off the page and you can journal on it. Now, the way that you need to do this is you need to line it up to where the front of the envelope is on the bottom. You are going to put these both together on the same piece of cardstock because you're going to be folding up here at the top. And it needs to have the front of the envelope on the bottom so that when you fold right here, this back of the envelope goes to the back side of your page. Hopefully that makes sense. Here is one, here are several that I have already started because I prepped a bunch so that we could just continue to make after I've got the, overall instructions done. So see how the back of the envelope will flip down over the back of the page. So that's how all of these were made. And so let's get these glued down and then we will continue to decorate our over the page tucks. And so I'm just going to use Oohoo glue stick. You guys, always, this is like number 5 most asked question is what glue stick do I use? I use the Oohoo magic blue glue stick. Eventually I will quit saying it, but you guys keep asking. 1.4 ounce. The 1.4 ounce is the big wide chunky glue stick. That is the one that I use because it is the fastest coverage. So we can really cover things quite quickly with a giant glue stick like this. The magic blue, the glue comes out blue, and the point of it is that you can see where you have glue and where you don't have glue. If you use the white one, because they do make a white one, if you don't like the blue and the white is for you, then go right ahead. Now I kind of goofed and I went ahead and glued my front first. So now I'm just going to have to scooch it down. But anyway, the blue is so that you can see where you have glue. It will dry clear no matter what. So all of this blue, I can just make a big bunch of it on my thing and it will dry completely clear. You don't ever have to worry about that blue color interfering with anything. It's never going to interfere. It's always going to dry clear. Okay, so there's that. That is the extent of our gluing to paper today. So it didn't matter which way I positioned this. In all honesty, I could have made it go the other way, and I actually might do that because I barely have enough. I'm gonna have to cut a little bit off because of my goof. But anyway, we've got them glued down. They're glued down. They're flat. And again, I used coffee dyed paper so that you can take it off the page and write on the inside as a little journal card. So that was the real purpose of using the coffee dyed paper. And then I don't need this anymore, so I can actually put the cap on it. I love these glue sticks. They actually do last really a long time and they stay stuck. They're permanent glue sticks. So if you're using an Elmer's glue stick, I can guarantee you that that Elmer's glue stick is not going to stay stuck for very long. You might get it to stay stuck temporarily, but if you're planning on selling your work, if you're selling whatever you're making, it's only going to be a matter of time before you get an Etsy message saying, I'm unhappy because everything I bought from you came unstuck. So just make sure that you are using a permanent glue stick that has good adhesion. So you can see I went a little too off the page with my little bottom. Doesn't matter. We're all good. Here we go. Glue the back of your envelope first and then glue the top, she says after she messes it up. Anyway, we've got this. Now I'm going to score right here down the center. And you can see I left the smallest little gap right there to allow for my cardstock to bend. So when you glue those down, leave yourself that little tiny score line there so that you can make it fold nice. And so I'm just going to line it up in my cutter, and that's going to give me my score line. I've been doing this for a long time, as you guys know. This is the way I like to score things. I very rarely get out a scoreboard anymore. I don't think I've done it in the last year, for an example. If I'm scoring, I'm just using that right now. So then you just fold it. Now mine is still kind of moist, so it is what it is until it dries. It's a little curly, but it folds nice. Now on this side, it's a little short. It's not going to matter because I'm going to add lace all over the back of both sides of these, the bottom of both sides of this. So anyway, we now have 4 to play with. So we're going to add our lace and continue to decorate. And then I will show you how they work on the journal. I have the Blue Beauty journal right here, so I can do a quick little flip through of this. We can find a page and we can add them to the page. Okay, oops, sorry for shaking the camera. So we have 4. I'm going to let this one dry, and I'm going to play with these 3 in the beginning. I pulled some lace, and what I want to do is I want to add the lace, but I'm going to add the lace. I might add it to the front, and I might add it to the inside. We'll have to see. But I did pull dangly lace so that it dangles down. And so I'm thinking I want to add some to the inside so that it goes back there. And then maybe some over the top. I think I'm going to layer up some different laces here, I think. The only other option I have is to go over the top, and I just don't want to cover up the envelope. So I think I'm going to put it on the inside. This is going to be a tuck. That lace I don't think is going to interfere, but we'll see. There's no other way to do it other than just to try. So I'm just going to measure out some pieces of lace here. And then for the lace, I will be using Fabri-Tac to glue the lace on. And so I'm going to use the same lace for the front and for the back, just to keep things looking similar. And so here's my Fabri-Tac. So I will link both of these glues, both the Uhu, which is a glue stick, and the Fabri-Tac, because you guys always ask about glues. I hear you guys ask other creators about glues. I know everybody is very curious about glues and when do you use what glue and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to add Fabri-Tac down both sides. So I like to add a bead and then use that tip to kind of swirl around the bead of glue so that it's not like such a big bump. I feel like it's less messy that way. So I just add a bead and then take that tip and swirl around and move that glue line so that it covers more territory. Let me see if I can pick this up and show you. So I did bead and then swirled it. It just spreads it a little better. And then from there, find the front side to your lace. And usually the front side is the nice smooth side and the rough feeling side is the back. You'll just have to look, every lace is made differently. So I'm going to put it down where the rough side, the back side is facing up because this is actually the inside of our project. So I'm going to put it down in there. And I'm just going to touch it to the glue and give that a second to hold it before I try to move it. And I'm just keeping it straight, as straight as, you know, you visually can right there. And then we're going to add this one to this side. And so there's that. Most laces, if you do put it on backwards, it will still be okay. You know, if it's hard for you to tell what side is the right side of a lace, then it probably is not going to be the end of the world if you do put it on wrong side up. But knowing that there's a smooth side and a rough side to almost all laces does kind of help. Now you can see I have some overhang, and that overhang was deliberate just to give myself enough room. And now I'm going to cut. This little guy is kind of bent backwards right here. Over time, he will straighten himself out. This is vintage lace, and it has been on its original spool for forever. So sometimes when it's on a spool for a long time, like it just needs a minute to calm down right there, and it will be dangly. I might end up cutting a little bit of this guy off. I think I will. Just snip in there. I don't know. I might end up cutting that whole thing off. It's not working out for me right there. So there we go. There we go. We cut it. And then we're going to do the back side the same way where I just snip off the extra. And usually I like to like line this up with the points all, you know, in the right evenly spaced area. This project, I'm not quite as concerned with it. It's going to go over the page, and that lace is going to be dangly there. Now, I think I might want to add a little lace on the top now. After I've got this big, long, dangly lace, now I can come in and add a lace piece to the top right here. I'm also not seeing, you know how lace has this line across the top of it where it's made? By gluing it on the inside, I don't see that. There still is plenty of journal space in here, so that's okay. Now let's see if we want to add a different lace over the top. I could come in with this one and add another lace over the top so that you'll see two. I don't know. Let me wait on that. I think I do, but I think I want a shorter one. So that lace is over on the wall of lace. I'll have to grab that in a minute, but let's get some more lace glued on. For this one, we could use this dangly one. I kind of like this white dangly one too. Let's do one with the white dangly lace. So I'm going to glue all of these on the inside, and I'm just going to hope that it's not too cumbersome and it doesn't interfere with being able to use it as a tuck. Now you can glue these down to a page, or you can use a paper clip and clip it over the top of a page. These go on the top of journal pages. So you could use a paper clip and clip it. You could glue it to where it is an actual pocket up there, or you could just tuck it over the top, and hopefully, you know, it's on the top of a page unless you're traveling or something. I seriously doubt your top tuck thing is going to come undone. So I'm just going to pop that on there, scooch it down. If you saw, I placed it a little above and then pulled it down into the glue rather than pulling it up. So there's that one. And we'll snip that off. And then we'll do this side. And I'm trying to remember to put the right side of my lace down. There's that one. Snip that one off. So basically we're going to end up with some really pretty frilly little page toppers. And they're going to be cute little tucks. So once it's on the front side, you can line up your lace pattern to make sure that your lace is completely straight and perfect there. So I'm just going to peek out that little flower a little more. There we go. And so I'm going to give that glue a minute to dry before I actually stick it in a journal. But I will show you what they look like on pages. And we're going to make one or two more. We have time. So I think I might double up my lace on a couple of them. I don't have to on all of them. You could add another trim over top of your lace too. Okay, so there's that one. I love the white lace and I love the beige lace. Those both look beautiful. Let's see what else we can do. You got this guy here. And then we'll tuck up some journal cards or tags or ephemera. What did I do? Oh, I made this a belly band. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just stuck. This one is made differently. This guy is made to go sideways on a page. I forgot I did that. Okay, well, we can still add lace in there, but he's going to go sideways. So imagine this is a journal page. This guy was made to go as a little belly band tuck. So he's just going to get paper clipped on the side. Or I could glue him down. That would be okay too, but he does need lace down here. Let's go ahead and see about putting the lace on the front of this one just because of the way he's going to be glued on a page. Let's go ahead and add some lace there. So if you have the envelope digital, obviously I just did it where you have your fold line off to the right side and that made it fold this way. So let's add lace to this one. We can do this lace, but I think I want this one. We haven't played with this lace yet, so let's play with this one. That looks good. Give myself a little bit of wiggle room. And for this one, like I said, I am going to add the glue to the front and the lace to the front. I knew something felt weird, but I couldn't figure it out till I opened it. It's because it's a little side tuck one. Awesome. So like, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but this side of the lace, this side is very silky and shiny, and obviously the fiber of your lace is going to be different too. This guy is very silky and shiny, but if you look at the back is less silky and shiny and more rough, especially like if you look right in here and I flip it back around. See how silky and shiny and smooth that one is? Maybe you can't see, but I thought I'd give it a try because people ask that all the time, right? Like, how do you tell which side is the good side of the lace? In really honesty, there is not really a good and a bad side of lace. It's just lace and it's beautiful. Okay, so we've got that guy on there. He needs a little trim here or there. Let's get that done. And I tried to use a small amount of glue on there. There's that. He's just got little dangly lace. And I think we could add a little trim here too. So that would be nice. Now on the back side, I don't know if I want to add lace back there. I think I just want to use it. So it's just going to go on the edge of a page like this. So it'll add, I might tack this side down with glue and just make it a belly band where you slide a journal card or a tag or something, down in there. I think that's fine. And then on the back side, I don't think I'm going to add lace. You could use a paper clip and just paper clip it here too. It needs to dry a little more flat, but you could definitely just paper clip some ephemera in there. That's fine. Maybe I do want to glue it. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure that part out. So there's that journal page, topper side tuck. The only one we have left now is this guy. How are we doing on time? Oh, we better call it quits. I don't want to keep doing every video where it's a 20-minute video. But anyway, if this one is ready. So we did some little page toppers. Now let me show you in the journal how it's going to look. So I don't want to get glue on my journal. This journal, these are the Blue Beauty journals. This was the kit, a physical journal kit. So you got everything to make this journal, the cover, everything. And so these are the pages that I've done so far. I have all of my ephemera made. I'm just going to go through and glue in all of my ephemera. You'll see the finished. I'll finish this journal live on Friday at 7 p.m. So any page. These can go on any page. It doesn't matter. Just find a page that, you know, a blue something or other could go over. This has blue on the back, but I don't think it'll be bad. So it'll go over the top of a page like this. Then if you put a paper clip there, it's going to hold it a little tighter, and you'll tuck stuff up in it like this. It's a top tuck. So it goes on the top of a page. And then back here in the back, same thing. It also is a tuck. So you actually get two tucks out of it, and it comes off the page and the person could journal on the inside. You don't have to make it where it comes off the page. You can glue it down by adding glue down both sides of it, here and here. You don't glue across the top, just glue here and here, and it will glue down on the page if you want it permanently on there, and then it still acts as a tuck. And then you saw how I did the one on the side where it will go like this on a journal page, and it just goes on the side. And you could do it as a belly band and glue it right there, and then it just, you know, holds stuff like that. And then same thing on the other side. That doesn't look too bad on there. It's a lot of blue, but anyway, guys, that's our project for today. Come back again tomorrow and we'll do another project. And on Friday, I will be doing, you know, all of the ephemera in here. I'll put all my pockets in, fill all the pockets, and we'll decorate the front cover because the cover's not decorated yet. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.